up guys, here you are again for another reaction. So today we're going to continue our journeys with Mr. Robot, guys. We are adding to not the last episode, but I'm pretty sure like these two episodes, episode 11 and the episode 12, they are connected somehow, you know. So we are adding kind of like to the first part of the last episode, guys. Wow, we reached this stage on this show. This show has 4 seasons, so we reached the middle of the show, guys. Of the show. It's the first time that I'm so close to end a TV show on my channel, basically, you know. So, guys, last episode was a fucking masterpiece, you know. To think about, now ignoring content of it, I'm just thinking about the directing point, you know, how they build that episode, the angles, the soundtracks, the sound that they used for every single scene. That episode was consuming me, you know. I was like stuck on it. I was wondering what's gonna happen next, you know. It's like you know, Dom will figure out where Darlene and Cisco is, you know. What is this thing about Elliot, with this phone? Where is this guy 12 meters, you know, from that place? I'm still like thinking, you know, has to be Angela, you know. 12 meters, yeah, I think that's like what that guy said, you know. So he was receiving calls from a phone that were 12 meters. Guys, if not meters, I'm like confused. Maybe 12 what? Kilometers? And then the guy said, no, cannot be possible. You cannot be receiving phone calls from that house, you know. Anyway, guys. Yes, so the only thing now, like, I start thinking, there was an episode, I'm not sure if it was like in this season or season 1. Now I forgot her name. Jesus, Joanna, yeah, Tyrell's wife. Joanna met Elliot in the street, and Elliot, you know, so she asked him, who are you? And I think Elliot replied, I'm Oldie. So now it makes sense. That's why she approached Elliot as Oldie. I thought like Oldie will be for a different meaning, you know. So Elliot will be like, Elliot created an alter ego, you know, another one, you know. So yes, but that's like not the case. I think she approached Elliot as Oldie because he replied to her that he was Oldie, you know. Maybe like he was so upset with what Oldie did to Angela, you know, he was having too much of him on his head that the next person will ask him what, you know, is your name, he would reply Oldie. Possibly, you know. But anyway, yes, besides that, what happened, guys? Now let's go to the ending straight away. Wow, I'm so curious to know exactly what's going on here, you know. Angela, you know, the meeting with Angela and Elliot. So Angela, like, she feels hopeless, like she looked someone like so powerful, like unbeatable, and she mentioned to Elliot that she's tired of running away. I will give myself in to the FBI. Come on, like, suddenly, you know, like they were building this character to be like the new god, you know, Angela, and now suddenly, like she looks fucked, you know. But Elliot, like the way he felt for it, like there is something. Is Mr. Robot. He feels like Mr. Robot has a plan for her. She will be okay. Elliot feels that, I think, you know. That's why, he didn't feel surprised. He's like, he didn't feel for her really, and even like hug her and kissed her, like, okay, no worries, I know, I will sort it out. Whatever is like making you feel this way, you know. And yeah, Darlene and Cisco, did they really die on that assault? No way, like Darlene cannot survive that, you know, unless if like, yeah, maybe like he might have shoot her and just hit on her neck, you know, like, but she got shot 100%, you know. But yes, I was not really close to see exactly where the shootings were heading to, you know. If the bullet hit on her head, I cannot like judge it, you know. So yeah, this episode around, they can come with Darlene alive in the hospital, all good, you know. But they're fucked. So they got caught by Dom. If they even survive, they are fucked. But I rather, see them alive, because Elliot is still on. And as long as Elliot is on, everything is possible. He can find a way to take them from the prison. Imagine if they go to the prison that he was, So he might have like contacts there, so he will like try with Ray and all the dudes that he dealt in the prison, such the guy that killed that gun, guy with the Rasta. Yeah, might be like a possibility, like Darlene and this Cisco guy going to the prison, and Elliot being able to, find a way to free all of them, like the same way he did with that guy, the gangster, the drug dealer. Yes, guys, I don't want to like keep going with this, talky shit. I could go like forever, but I don't want, because I want to see this episode and I want you guys to stick with this intro for much longer. So yes, let's stop. As always, before we jump to episode 11, Mr. Robot Season 2, please give me love and energy by subscribing my channel. Just one click. It's gonna make much more epic, stronger, so no. So right menu to keep me you guys almost every day. Yes, as always, hope fun. And let's do this, guys. Let's do this.
Angela's right. We can't beat them, but we don't have to lose to them either.
They need to adapt to them.
Maybe he's the key to this. What if I could be the silent observer?
That's exactly like what I mentioned.
I remember my friend Sam telling me about a technique he used to induce lucid dreams so he could study in his sleep.
Wow.
Mind awake, body asleep. Mind awake, body asleep.
Yeah, from now on, he will be able to witness whenever Mr. Robot takes over his body. Yeah, this is an upgrade for him, for Elliot actually.
Body asleep, mind awake.
Jesus, man, it's macabre. Same as Mill, you are a freaking genius, my friend. Jesus.
Let me see it again. Sure this is accurate?
That's the address.
You know of all the gifts he sent? This is the greatest we ever received.
No. The thing is, Mr. Robot made him do this. Made him, Tyrell, do this. Tyrell is not actually doing this. Tyrell is trapping her. This is a fight between Mr. Robot and Joanna. What? She's on this car. So these are the two dudes that appeared in the end on that tube.
You can't do this. I want my phone back.
Hey, Dark Army? I don't think so. But it was weird. Straight away when Elliot left, they appeared. So this was all Elliot's plan. Again, I'm pretty sure, guys. Makes sense. Makes sense. Because Elliot left like tranquil, and these two dudes appeared to rescue her.
I believe the best use for me is back at the crime scenes.
You're in shock.
At you and the way you're treating me right now, sure.
Yeah.
Told you Dark Army was gonna come after him. And not only are several people dead, but I almost just got killed out there.
We have several people that they are dead, guys.
This is a matter of national security now. This is no longer just a terrorist attack. This could be an act of war.
Wow. Wow. She's in shock.
China bailed out Ecor, gave them a $2 trillion no-interest loan. Unprecedented.
No way. Price did it.
Potentially solve the biggest global crisis in history. We need to start finding a way to walk in between the minds and not on them.
Guys, so
Promise me you'll let me do the interview.
It can wait a few hours.
interview. So it means they're alive. Yeah, guys. Interview with Darlene or Cisco. Pretty sure. Guys, they're alive. They survived that attack. No fuck way, I don't believe it. Yeah, they are bringing her to a house for protection. It's Elliot. Okay, guys. I think I'm right. Oh, this looks like a nice place, actually, huh? What the hell, man? These pictures of a little girl growing up. Holy fuck.
What the f is going on?
Yeah, exactly. That's an old school computer.
Hello?
This is crazy, man. What?
There's water coming out of that fish tank. We don't have much time.
This looks like a horror movie right now. Yeah, it's an old school computer. This is like a Back to the Future. She went back and she's confronting her younger self, kind of.
Have you ever cried during sex?
What's going
First
on?
time?
If you don't answer, I'll be punished.
Guys,
Who's doing that to you?
I'm like perplexed right now. Out of nowhere. What the fuck is going on? Looks like a different show.
Yes. Yes.
But the way they are building is so good.
Our time is running out. Have you ever cried during sex?
Come on, man.
No.
Have you ever fantasized about murdering your father?
Jesus. Ah,
No.
maybe. Recently, possibly.
We simply cannot let you make big loans in eCoin that you wouldn't make in dollars.
Jack, look at me. I am not the problem here. Problem here is hard cash is fading. Bitcoin takes over. We are all in a world of hell.
Yeah, and Bitcoin took over.
This is going to be controlled by a good old-fashioned American company. This was always the future, Jack.
Shit, guys.
The 5/9 attacks, and they just accelerated it. Don't hold a personal grudge just because you lost. Defeat can still be profitable.
And the fees can still be profitable, yeah. Guys, to be honest, you know, the price thing with China and White Rose, I'm still like not really aware of all that, you know. So I cannot give a lot of thoughts regarding that. I'm more focused about Angela, Darlene, Elliot shit.
Is the key in the room?
Is the key in the room? Which room? This one?
I don't know.
They are using old school technological devices.
Okay.
The torch fills the dark room with light. You see a door in front of you. What do you do?
I open the door.
How do you open it?
Yeah, use your brutal force.
I don't know.
I mean, she has few, but still, she has some.
With the key.
And where is the key?
Thank you.
What happens now?
Fuck. It's all right here, man.
Is the key in the room?
Oh, she knows. That's the thing. She can predict.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah, she can say yes. Yeah, why not?
The key was in my fist. My fist was in my pocket.
I'll be back with your results.
There was no need for her to say that. She tried to elaborate a little bit. So, she's back home. Let's see. She mentioned about if she could, like, interview them. Let's see who.
Alexa, do you have a boyfriend?
I'm not the dating kind.
Yeah, me too, hon.
I wonder when you are like an investigator, if I would be one, I would feel like every single time there will be someone like behind something looking at me, you know, trying to get rid of me because I'll be, you know, after their asses, you know, or after their friends' asses.
Are you happy?
I'm happy when I'm helping you.
Wow. I need to buy one Alexa, man. I love this answer.
Alexa, are you alone?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Loneliness, man. I like to be alone, but I can understand why people like. It's such a, you know, a taboo, you know. It's something that nobody wants to experience.
Good night. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
some sense of humor. Yeah. So the water has run out. That's the little girl again. Let's see the results. No, it's not her. That's the woman. White Rose.
Your house?
No, fuck, guys.
Well, what about my time?
My time is much more valuable than yours.
No, guys, I wasn't expecting this. But it makes a lot of sense.
You've been here close to 4 hours, and you never thought to walk out the door.
She never tried to walk away.
I've always found doors fascinating inventions. They hold the entry to unlimited imagination.
You hurt that little girl.
Makeup. It was part of the test.
No. Hopefully, yes. She's fucking evil, man.
Why you are so special to Philip Price. It's no coincidence that you and Mr. Alderson became who you are after what happened with the Washington Township plant so many years ago.
That's the event they have in common.
If I told you that your mother and Elliot's father died for a reason, would it make a difference?
Jesus.
Look, I don't know what you want, but I'll give you the jump drive. Please just let me go.
No, man, it's better to stay here. You are fucked out there.
We both know that you could keep finding the plant's data. Do you ever think that if you imagined or believed in something, it would come true simply by will?
Yeah. Fate, yeah?
Actually, I did believe that.
Hard work and fate.
It all depends on what your definition of real is.
But she's coming with this subject now. Reality with her. No way she's like on an illusion as well.
Did it work? Can he see us? Hear us?
Guys, this is incredible, man.
Asshole.
He did it. This is so good, man.
This is a cipher message. That's why he wanted to come home. B is 2, C is 3. You can hear him too, right?
Yeah, on his head.
G-U-R.
The Perrin pages will help you find your calling.
Whew, it's too much for me. Back in the days when I was in university, I would like be enthusiastic about all this, but now I don't have mind for this.
Cut down the wood, remove all of the Perrin and Erdos Woods numbers.
So now he can see what Mr. Robot is doing behind his back. So you will get soon to know where Tyrell is, guys.
It's a phone number, but to who?
Who, guys, who will be behind this line? Tyrell.
25th and 8th, there will be a cab waiting.
It cannot be Tyrell because Mr. Robot is trying to figure out identity of a person or where that person is. But he knows where Tyrell is because he's the one behind Tyrell's disappearance, I think. Someone went out and someone went in at the same time.
We can't lose him.
Hey, where is Mr. Robot? You lost him.
Angela, what happened to you?
I need you to forget about that voicemail that I left you.
Something is wrong, I can tell you. Don't call me anymore.
What the fuck? The change of personality on Angela. Why? Why she became so secure about everything? You know, like the traces of anxiety that we could tell on her face before has gone. I think she will be with Dark Army from now on, guys. She will work for them, not with Price anymore.
I have to remember, I'm not following him. I am him.
You, Elliot?
You know my name.
خلصني يا ابني في يومك الازرق لا. Address?
What do you mean?
Address?
I don't know.
Yeah, man. What the fuck is going on? Who's coming in?
Chambers in church.
Tyrell! Tyrell, guys! Jesus, guys! What the fuck is going on? Is this like real?
The real question is, what am I not seeing?
You have to understand, us two meeting right now, it's dangerous.
But look the way he is. I thought he would be in a much worse condition.
Have proven to be very influential.
Hey guys, what the finale. So he's back.
My apologies, sir. Did you hear that? Hey, do you see him?
Yeah. No, the guy cannot tell.
You have to calm down.
So hilarious this scene, man.
Sitting next to me right now.
I know you've been under a lot of stress, but I've been under a lot of stress too. Can you even begin to imagine what it's been like for me?
Dark Army told me that stage 2 is ready. When you see it, you'll be pleased.
Guys, I can't wait to see this stage 2 stuff.
It worked, Elliot. Let me show you.
Chloe, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Who mentioned that? Wow, guys. What an episode, man. What an episode. It was a weird episode, man. I don't believe, I just spent 45 minutes watching something, you know? Look, like, the information given to us in this episode was few, because the scenes were built in a way, you know? Like, they wouldn't rush any situation on this scene, you know? Was not like the previous one. The previous one was different, was more fast-paced. But, no, this, the way they build this episode remind me the True Detective type of episodes, you know? The way they would hurt us to eventually reveal something, you know? So we got two new, no, let's say revelations, you know? Not revelations, guys, but anyway, so Elliot with the White Rose, you know? So White Rose, you know, and White Rose also wants to clarify everything with Price, and also reminding her if she should keep doing what she's doing regarding the leak, you know, in Washington, and the thing about her getting revenge toward the people behind it, you know. It was not an easy talk, you know. It's so many things to process. This episode definitely need to look for a review online to help you out, because it was not easy. Especially the scene between her and White Rose. I will tell you something. There is a subject here that I'm not comfortable with, you know. When I mean comfortable is I kind of ignored a little, you know, which is her with Price, you know, even her with her case with E-Corp regarding what happened with Ellis father and her mother, you know. So my interest in this show is not with that. So that's why when a scene comes, you know, related with that subject, I feel a little bit lost because I didn't pay attention as much as I should on a previous episode, so I lost a little bit the chain of that subject, you know. So yes, but luckily we got internet to solve us that, you know. Nowadays, no matter what you do, no matter what you watch, you can always sort it out your issues regarding that because of internet, you know, because of the information you have out there. So guys, this thing now with Elliot finally, or no, he's like in the beginning, he's on the or ending the beginning stage of being able to be with Mr. Robot, but him not realizing that he is actually there, you know. If he will be able to change whenever he wants, you know, whenever he wants, okay, I'm like right now this is reality and Mr. Robot somehow is watching me, to like, okay, I want to shift, you know, I want to go back, I want to go to that, you know, state where is Mr. Robot and I'm looking at him, you know. If he will be able to do so, you know, ahead on this show, and I'm pretty sure he will be, all the dangers that he is on and all the dangers that his friends are on because of Mr. Robot, he will be able to stop all that, you know, because most of the things that people that he loves is in danger right now is because of Mr. Robot, you know. So all the actions of him is him and Mr. Robot. So if you will find a way to get to know exactly every single thing that he's doing, because there will be a moment that the vision of Mr. Robot and the vision of him will merge, or maybe not, because that's why he developed an alter ego. Guys, a little bit confusing. But now Tyrell appearing, let's see if Tyrell is actually like real, you know, or is an illusion. The cop guy could not answer that. We need to wait for another scene with him and Tyrell with another person, so that person can confirm Elliot that he is actually there, you know. Because now, like I said, Elliot is on that state after waiting on that spiritual belief that he can be sleeping but awake at the same time. So after that, now he's a different person, you know. That changed him. He decided to do that, you know, to experience that, to see if it will help him to confront his demons, to confront what is going on with his life with Mr. Robot. It worked, but let's see if for bad or for good, you know. So based on that, and based on what we witnessed him around Mr. Robot, and Mr. Robot not figuring out that he was there, we will never be able to figure out if Tyrell he was there, you know, actually, because now we can assume more things. We need to wait for next episode. That's the thing about this show. We always need to wait for the next episode to sort it out something that we just witnessed in the end of it, you know. It's not like for example, the 100 or The Walking Dead. The show, the episodes, they start something and they end with something, and then the next episode around they will start a new plot. This show is different. This show is about 75%, and the last 25 is explained on the beginning of the 25 of the next episode. So that's why you feel like with that anxiety of I cannot wait to see the next episode because I want to know exactly what's going on. Wow, guys, like this was an episode because it's the first time since the first season that Tyrell appeared. So finally we're having Tyrell back. Let's see if it's actually him or, guys, an illusion, you know? Like, we can assume everything in this show. Like, now even Elliot is not like trusting himself anymore. That's why he was asking, the cop guy if Tyrell was actually there. One thing like I'd like to mention, when Tyrell went in the cab guy didn't mention nothing. How are you? Who is this guy to Elliot? And the reason why I'm confused about it is because he asked Elliot before he jumped in about where we should go, you know? So he was not expecting Tyrell to come. Why he didn't mention anything when Tyrell jumped in? Guys, another reason for us to believe that Tyrell is not actually like the real Tyrell, you know? Wow, guys, this show is a freaking masterpiece. I never saw anything so mind-blowing. I'm tired, you know? It is the show that I speak the less because it's too much for me. It's too much for process. I don't have the words. I don't have like, it's so ahead of me, you know? The dialogues, the monologues is so ahead of me that I feel like I'm a baby, you know? I feel like I'm worthless watching a show like this. I feel like I don't have like the moral to come with any opinion, basically, you know? that scene with the kid, you know, fuck, it was horrible. Jesus, man. Her, you know, entering that house, you know, seeing that picture, and then the thing is, hopefully, what White Rose mentioned about, no, what she was having in her back, now that beating traces being fake, being makeup. Hopefully, that's like, I know, real, you know, because I hate abuse, especially with kids. I hate abuse. If that's real, I want White Rose to have the worst death, you know. Yes, guys, my mind is fucked right now because it's too hard to understand for me. It's too much for me, basically. Yes, I will definitely have a look, and we'll make a research. Then I will come next last episode this season, and I will on the intro share with you guys some thoughts that I developed based on what I read, you know. What I will do next episode, on the review and on the conclusion, before I will give the review and conclusion, I will not like straight away jump to the review and conclusion, basically. What I will do, I will stop watching the episode, I will look online, sort out my doubts, and because I'll be for quite a while without watching the show, because I will go with Breaking Bad season 2 before I jump to season 3 of Mr. Robot. I will be quite a while without Mr. Robot, so before I put to the side, I want to give like a last conclusion and review well done, you know. So I want to like sort it out every single doubt that we had regarding the season on my last review conclusion on the next like episode, which will be the last, you know. So yes, guys, that's like my plan. Yes, now for real, enough talk. As always, if you like my reaction to this, wow, a mindfuck episode, please press the like button. Comment if you think I missed something, because I fucking did. You know, even after reading stuff online, I will still like be not completely clear about everything, you know. So help me out. Share with your friends. They might like to watch someone else react to this incredible show and other shows I will be doing on my channel. And of course, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Keep your love, energy, so keep strong, the right mental, keep the same things. Yes, as always, hope you're having fun, and most of all, stay safe, guys. Have a good one. Thank you.